What's happening Instagram? What's happening Facebook? What's happening YouTube? Happy Thursday. And we have one more live to go, two more in fact. We have today and tomorrow to go before we wrap up the week. I gave you 5 power-packed conversations over the past 5 days. So I want to welcome YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you for jumping on. I truly appreciate it. Tonight's going to be incredible. But before we do anything, let's welcome every person. So comment below with an L if you have been on my lives before and you're watching this live. Comment with an R if you have been on my live before and you're watching the replay. Or comment with new, N-E-W. This is your very first time that you're ever participating in one of my lives. So welcome YouTube, Instagram, and just comment with an L, comment with an R, comment with new. Let's take up some time, and I want to make sure we quickly engaging and we're making sure that we know who's new. So congratulate each other who is new and watching this for the very first time. And the second thing I want you to do is I want you to go out there and comment, where are you jumping in from? Which city, which country, which continent? And then after that, I'm going to tell you about my 14-day mentorship program and then the cash giveaway in a few seconds. So comment L with live, comment R for the replay. If you've watched this before, if you've never been in one of my mentorship lives, this is your very first time, comment with new. And then where are you jumping in from? What's happening Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? We have YouTube out here. What's happening? Kyle from Jamaica. We have Tamika from Michigan. Who else do we have on that side? Duan from Instagram and Facebook.
We've got Nicole from Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. Good morning to you.
So we have here on this side, we have Jamaica, so North America, USA, Hawaii as well. So we have one continent in the house. Who else do we have?
We've got Zimbabwe, Botswana, the Philippines. We've got Mauritius. Hey, how's Mauritius? How you guys doing?
3 continents so far.
We've got United Kingdom. We've got
4 continents,
India.
Europe, 5 continents,
Welcome
Asia,
India.
South America, and Oceania. Let's go. 2 more to
Jamaica.
go.
Welcome Jamaica. Fantastic guys from Johannesburg, South Africa. Hello, hello. Zambia, how are you?
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Just take a quick second, put an L for live if you're watching this live for the second, third, fourth, fifth time. Replay if you're catching the replay. But if you're here for the very first time, don't put live, don't put new R, put a new. I want to see a new below. Comment with a new below. And then where are you jumping in from? Which city, which country, which continent? Who else do we have here? We have India, what's happening? Botswana, Zambia. Who else do we have on your side? Facebook and Instagram. We're going to take about 3 to 5 minutes. Welcome everyone. Tell you a bit about the mentorship program and the cash giveaway. We'll take it from there.
We've got Switzerland in the house. How's it, Switzerland? How you guys? Hope you're good. Got more Zambia coming in. We've got even more Zambia coming in. We've got more Zimbabwe's.
What's happening, guys?
We've got more South Africa, Lesotho.
I didn't hear anyone from South America. Did you get anyone from South America there?
Got Romania, so other side of the globe.
Europe in the house, Romania. Anyone from Oceania as well? Australia, New Zealand, the Pacific. I'm going to be on a call this weekend for everyone in Oceania, so get that information. Who else do we have? So guys, take out a quick second. Put an L, put an R below, live replay. If you're new, put a new, because I do want to quickly welcome some people who are commenting with new below. And then I'm going to get my support team to reach out to you. And thank you so much for jumping on. Where are you jumping in from? City, country, continent. Let's go. We got Lusaka in the house. We got Greece in the house. We have Bahamas in the house. Jamaica, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Botswana, South Africa. We got a global house here, man. Who else do we have on your side? Facebook and Instagram.
We've got Zanzibar, Tanzania. We've got London, United Kingdom. McJohnny, welcome. We've got Owen. He's new from Durban. How's it, Owen? Welcome, welcome.
people, comment below if you're watching this for the very first time. You're a newbie. You're a millionaire student for the very first time. First time you ever jumping on the live. Put a new below, L for live, R for the replay. Who else do we have, Duan?
We've got Haiti. Hello, Mr. BKE. Welcome from Haiti.
Great. So we have South America. We have Oceania in the house.
What you guys up to? Candy Kane, new South Africa Durban. Welcome, Kenny. Nice of you to join us. Fantastic.
On my side, we got Cape Town. Welcome, Eva. Eva's new as well. Junaid is new. We got Tabitha's new as well. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, guys. If you want to participate in my 14-day mentorship program, which has allowed me to learn the skills on how to make way more than $10 million in direct sales and coach people to make over $1 billion in total revenue. If you want to participate in the 14-day challenge where I hold no bars back, send me a private message, or even comment below. And all you're going to say is mentor. Some of my team is on the keyboard right now, and they will send you a direct message and take it from there. Mentor is if you accept the 14-day challenge. So YouTube, you don't want to do it on YouTube. You want to do it on Facebook or Instagram. So you can do it after. You can send me a private message on my verified page. Facebook, you want to be able to comment below and just say mentor. Instagram, you got to be able to do it on Facebook. Send me a private message on Facebook after this live. And anyone that's on Facebook right now, comment with mentor below if you accept the 14-day challenge and you want to run with me. And when I mean run, I mean put your running shoes on and have the best month, the best year, the best decade of your life, because the skills you're going to learn is insane. Because you can see the type of free content that I'm giving. The Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, YouTube, don't do it on YouTube. Don't comment, mentor on YouTube. You got to send me a private message on Facebook after this. This is only for people on Facebook, okay? So after this, YouTube, get onto Facebook, send me a private text. Instagram, get onto Facebook after this and send me a private text. And then Facebook, you can comment right now below or send me a message. 14 days, I accept the challenge. I'm going to give away $50 US today. Some cash at the end of the live. Anyone that participates, if you take out a quick second and you hit the share button below, or on Facebook, you turn on those notifications whenever I go live. There's a little comment bar. Next to the comment, there's 3 dots. Click the dots, share it. Instagram, there's a diagonal arrow. Click that, share it. YouTube, take the link, share it. So I want to be able to make sure everyone gets this. If you're brand new and you're seeing this for the very first time, I want you to comment with new. Live, replay, if you're here for the second time, third, fourth, fifth, and then where are you from, comment below. Mentor, if you accept the 14-day mentorship and cash giveaway, I'm going to give $50 cash right in the end. So we are going to go out there and kick this thing off so we can take it from there. I want to break down 9 levels of wealth. And not just 9 levels of wealth, because when you look at the word wealth, there's more to wealth than just money. There's more to wealth than just fame. There's more to wealth than just fortune, status, net worth. I believe every single one of us, we're all wealthy in one way or another. Every one of us. Because a wealthy person is always happy. So are you happy? Comment below if you're happy, yes or no. And if you're happy, then you're wealthy in some shape, form, or another. Financial freedom. Financial wealth is financial freedom. But what is financial freedom? When I say the words financial freedom or, wealthy when it comes to monetary, it's doing whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, until you're tired of doing it. So I want to position you to become wealthy overall. I want you to be an all-rounder. And then at the same time, when I say wealthy, I want you to understand, wealthy is not financially wealthy. It's an all-round of wealth. But what comes to your mind when I say the word wealthy? Are you thinking money? Well, of course, people think money. In fact, the word wealth comes from the condition of being well in life. Being well. So we're going to dissect this word wealthy today. Because I know some people who have money, they're financially wealthy, but deep down, they're really not wealthy. So what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of your life? What is the purpose? This is what we're solving for right now. We're solving for the purpose of life. We want to be able to understand why do you want to be wealthy? Because there's multiple elements that you can actually become wealthy. And some of you want to raise a world-class level of your life before you call yourself rich. So you start to look at the difference between, I'm going to use green. Rich is when you have money and no time. Wealthy is when you're balanced and you have a bit of everything. So I'm going to break down 8 elements today. 8 elements. In fact, I'm going to give you 8 and a bonus one, which is 9. The bonus one is I'm going to keep money, wealth, when I mean wealthy, the financial wealth, I'm going to keep that for a bonus one because I don't want you to focus on that. I don't want you to be driven. But you can be wealthy in various different ways. Your money, your possessions, your fame. This is different ways. Some of you are healthy in the gym, man. You're healthy in your wealth. Some, you might look at it and say, well, I'm a fitness trainer, but I'm wealthy in my health. Some of you are wealthy in your happiness. Some of you are wealthy in your purpose in life. Some of you are actually wealthy in your family. You got that all squared up. You got a great mom, a great dad. You are a great mom or dad. You have incredible children. Some of you are wealthy in your friend circle. Last night, I actually had a conversation for 1.5 hours with Les Brown. If you haven't heard of Les Brown before, he's one of the most iconic motivational speakers on planet Earth. And I was so inspired. And I can't wait for you to watch that video on the Millionaire Student Show. It's on my YouTube channel. It's going to be on the YouTube channel very soon, in fact. So I'm not sure when you're going to be watching this. But go to YouTube and you'll be able to check it out. It's about 1 hour and 30 minutes. And Les made me understand that you can be wealthy with your friends. But what are other people thinking around you to make you call them your friends? Some of you are wealthy in your love life, whether it's self-love or loving a significant other. Some of you are wealthy in laughter, wealthy in freedom, wealthy in your time. You own your clock. You're waking up to the beach every day. But let's break down a few levels of wealth and understand there's actually 9 levels of wealth. 9 levels of wealth. Okay? And I want you to be wealthy. Just like my 4 pillars to mastery, some of you have some of you don't have the remaining 3. But you can always evolve and get better at it. So there's something called inner wealth. Inner wealth. So what is inner wealth? It's having a positive mental attitude, which is a type of wealth today. Deep within you, you're secure. You're not insecure, looking for security. Positive people with positive outlooks on life and in the world can always be happy. We're going through a very tough time right now, where we always need to remind ourselves we are one. Yes, there's about 5, 10 different religions, but we are the religion of love. We're all together. There's male, there's female, there's different. No, we shouldn't be calling each other white, black, Indian, brown. We shouldn't be doing that. We are all one. Because if we want to categorize every one of us, we're going to categorize who breathes what type of oxygen. Oxygen is available for everyone. So we are one. We can't, that's a debate on its own. But you got to have that inner wealth, because if you're insecure, you start to treat other people and bring them down. So I want you to try this. Have a positive mental attitude in your life and try to be sad at the same time. How does that work out for you? Go find someone that's positive whilst they're thinking or having sad thoughts at the same time. Doesn't work. Inner wealth is when you have a high self-respect. It's when you have internal peace and a strong spiritual connection and foundation with you, with God, with the universe. It also includes clarity around the values, around, the sense of your 1, 3, 5, 10-year goals. I keep asking you, who do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? How do you want to make your money? Because you got to have that inner wealth. And we got to start understanding health is wealth. Health is wealth. So many people sell themselves short. I was one of them. I was only focused on grinding, working, and I never had that balance. And I made the type of money. Thank God I wasn't, mentally challenged or physically challenged or emotionally challenged by only staying in one lane, or my health wasn't tested. And I had enough time because I was still young. But people are 40, 50, 60 and they're taking all the money they've made and exchanging it for the bills to sit in the hospital. A person who is not healthy, they can't enjoy life, my friends. So if you want to learn the importance of wealth, start asking people who are not well. I know you can't go to the hospital now because of the whole coronavirus. What's happening? There's someone on their deathbed right now who is fighting for their life. And you have the ability to watch this right now. You're at your home. You can breathe. You're not on your deathbed. So what is the point of getting to a place in life, in your career, where you're sick of what you're doing? What's the point of it? What's the point of climbing that corporate ladder? So, number 2 is something called physical wealth. Physical wealth. And this leads me to, how are you treating yourself externally? Internally, externally. What are you taking in? Because you make that external decision to intake it, to let it in you. So what's the point of positioning yourself in a point where all you're truly doing is working so hard that you don't smell the roses? I'm not saying stop and smell the roses. I'm saying pause, smell the roses, and move forward. Don't be the business person that owns all these businesses, but you're stuck in a hospital. Why be the richest person in the graveyard? The great leaders, they have great health. And tomorrow I got a conversation. Good friend of mine, Robin Sharma, sold over 30 million books. And Robin has written the book, The 5 a.m. Club, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And then he branched out The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari into about 4 or 5 different books. And alongside that, he created a book, The Leader with No Title. So I'm very excited about getting him onto the Millionaire Student Show. But physical wealth. Let's move forward. There's another wealth. It's called family wealth. So what is family wealth? When you don't make your family pay that price for your own wealth. Because we're so focused when we hear the word wealth. We look at green, we look at money. That's all we do. We're so focused and driven on wealth being financial. So do you have loving parents? Do you have caring siblings? Do you have friends who genuinely have your back? I mean, right now as we speak, if you need to pick up the phone and call someone, will they drop everything? See, I had to question myself as well. I had to question myself. I said, man, I know all this stuff here, but can I really count my friends and family members on 2 hands? It's very difficult. But when your family life is happy, you'll perform at your peak state. But if you're making your family pay that price for you to get to that peak state, it's not going to work out. I'm trying to help you have balance here. So start forging deep connections with friends, with your community, with your business partners, with your team leaders, with whoever you have a daily conversation with. Because you want to be able to look at them and say, wow, I'm inspired by you. What can I take out from you? Another thing we want to be able to understand is this career wealth in life. So what is career wealth? Well, that's where you are in your job right now, in your corporate company, in your plan B. But when we reach the top in our career, we feel a sense of fulfillment. And that could be another wealth in life. But I don't want you to be able to understand, and there's 2 things to this. Number 1, I want you to treat the company you're working with or for right now as if it's your company. Don't have that mindset of, I'm not going to put my heart and soul in it because I'm not getting financially incentivized like my bosses or my mentors. I want you to start viewing it a bit different. Treat it as if it's yours. Because eventually you will find people who treat it, your business, your organization, your paycheck, they'll start treating it as if it's theirs. I want you to start finding your highest potential by reaching for your best in your career. I don't know where you are in your life. I don't know what industry you're actually in life or your company. But greatness comes from you understanding that your career wealth has a backbone of your inner physical and family wealth. And this makes up this. You can't have this when you lost this. So I told my family, I'm going to run like I've never ever ran before. I'm not looking left, I'm not looking right. But all I need is about 2 to 3 years. Because everything we wasted in the past 20, 30 years of my family's life, 25 years, 26 years old today. Everything we've wasted, mom and dad, for 18, 20 years of my life, 24 years of my life, I'm going to make up in the next 2 to 3 years. But getting to greatness in your profession brings satisfaction in your love life, in your health, in your physical wealth, in every single aspect in your career. Now, we want to be able to look at economic wealth. And economic wealth is more of that financial wealth, but not so much. Okay? So let's go economic wealth. So I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what you should invest in. I know what I'm investing in. A lot of the investment is me. A lot of the investment should be you. That's a very generic answer of where you should be investing. But money is not the most important thing. It's not the only thing in life, but it's definitely something that can change a lot for you. Think about it. The phone you're holding right now, if you had a better phone, I would have been much clearer. The laptop you're watching from, if you had a better laptop, more money, it would be more easier to watch and hear. But I realized something. Those people who say money is not everything, I just realized one thing. The more I have, the more I can give. So why not earn more in life? Because when you earn more, you're going to give more. Also, when we look at economic wealth, we need to be able to understand there's always a rise and a decrease. There's a rise and a drop. And whatever goes up must come down. So don't be greedy about your income. I mean, we all want to be billionaires. We all want to reach for the sky and become multimillionaires. But not at the cost of everything else out there. I want you to start looking at something called adventure wealth. Adventure wealth. How much of fun are you having? How happy are you? How excited are you in life about life? Are you living at the edge of life, or you past the cliff because you're giving up on life? We, the human brain, our emotions, our state, scientifically says that we are more happier when we visit new places, when we see exciting things, when we do exciting things, and when we meet new people. When we're living a life full of adventure. I want you to go to Google after this entire video, and I want you to Google the master in the art of living. One of the most incredible quotes of how you should live your life. But to become who you want to become, you need to stop spending time with someone that's a direct reflection to you. Association. As I mentioned, I asked Les Brown. I said, Les, one of the questions I asked Les, I said, Les, the people you associate yourself with, how do you change the way they view you and the way you view yourself, so you can start changing and impacting that circle of influence? How do you do that, Les? My good friend Robin Sharma says, you're going to start leading with no title. And you're going to start surrounding yourself with exceptional people in life. Exceptional people that their stardust starts to rub off you. So I want you to visualize this. Whenever you watch my videos, you might not feel me, you might not experience my energy, but you can hear me and you can see me. And picture yourself rubbing off my energy off you. Because I want you to take that energy and make it into your own. But to be fulfilled, every one of us, we need to live a life full of mystery. Because when we have mystery, we have challenges in our life. Challenges are definitely, it's a necessity. Because challenges puts us in a state to make decisions. And when we start making those decisions, when we make the right decisions long enough, we gain something called happiness. And I want you to be adventurous. I want you to start looking at another way of wealth, which is you understanding that you gotta be fulfilled by going out there and accepting. Well, before we go here, I want you to ask yourself a question. Have I been living for 20, 30, 40, 50 years of my life? Or have I been passing by life? Have I been living? Or have I been passing life by? So we gotta be more creative about the life we live right now. We need to move forward. What is our mission, my friends? And that takes me on to number 7. Impact wealth. Impact wealth. You're just watching this right now. I'm highlighting the word wealth because I want people to understand, and and I'm psychologically highlighting it with green, circling with green, because I want people to understand it's not just money, there's more to money. I didn't even put money right here. I didn't speak about money once. We're 7 wealths into it, we haven't talked about financial wealth yet. Okay? The human brain, well, the human brain is designed when you're solving a problem and when you're genuinely passionate about something, when you find your mission, your purpose, your passion in life, you start impacting the world. It's so sad that we had to lose one of our brothers to actually understand the mission of coming together. So what is the impact that we, you and I together, not separate, together, the tens of thousands of people that's going to watch this, coming together? What is the impact that you and me, we can make it in our own environment? Can we do something to improve people who actually need our support? The reason why I'm shooting these videos, I'm making this content, it's not that content and data is the next trend, which it is. If you take our notes, write that down. Content and data is the next trend. But it's helping you. It's impacting you. So the next time you think that you are wealthy because you have outer wealth, back pocket wealth, bank account wealth, well, then you got to start looking at why did America print over 3 trillion? They got a printer. President approved it. Country was in deficit and debt. Printed cash. Well, do we have real value for money, or is it fake? Are we moving into physical money to virtual money very soon? So ask yourself that question. Don't be driven by money. There's more to wealth than just money. And then finally, I want to break down something called financial wealth. And I want to open up the full page on that. That's number 8. Financial wealth. Financial wealth is what I was chasing for a very long time, because I thought that was the only wealth, until I created something called the 4 pillars to mastery: health, wealth, spirituality, and relationships. If you don't know that health, wealth, spirituality, and relationships, go claim my free gift. Go to www.winwithsession.com. It's a 60-minute free audio. It's worth $555. Go study it. It's going to help you with your health, wealth, spirituality, and relationships. But when you start to look at financial wealth, you got to be able to understand it's not just how much money you make, it's how much can you save, how much can you spend, and how much can you invest. So there's something called investing. What are you investing in? I love talking about investing to you. Assets versus liabilities. What are you spending that's not going to make you money? And what are you spending that is going to double, triple, or quadruple your money? And then at the same time, we're talking about spending. Financial wealth is not just how much can you make, because I know people make $1 million and spend $1 million. You're equivalent to a guy making 1,000 and spending 1,000. You're the same thing. Necessities versus luxuries. Is it a necessity for you to drive a Lamborghini? Or is it a luxury? Is it a necessity to have a Rolex on your wrist? Or is it a luxury? Is it a necessity? You only know what's a necessity in your life. You know what you need. You're going to be starting to budget as well. Budgeting. So, how are you allocating your cash flow? Where are you putting your money? Are you marketing it? So, you're going to work on something called financial literacy. When you're educated, you don't make the decisions our parents, grandparents made. So what do? You read more, you listen to more podcasts, the Millionaire Student Show. You watch more of these videos. You educate yourself. You attend live events. You get personal and private mentorship. You purchase mentorship programs. And there's an endless limit on how much you need to spend on your own wealth. So start surrounding yourself, my friends, with financial masters, with people who will help you take your business and life to the next level. So where do you start right now? What do you do today? Well, let's work on a few things. Your spiritual and inner self. Where can you start that? Where start rating yourself. Write that down and rate it 1 to 10. Spiritually, your spiritual and inner self. What do you 1 to 10? Number 2, your physical health. What are you number 1 to 10? Are you fit? Are you average? Are you below average? Your mindset. What are you rating yourself 1 to 10? Relationship with your family. What are you rating yourself 1 to 10? Professional, meaning the people you work with, the people you lead. Rate yourself financially 1 to 10. There's always room for growth. Rate yourself on who you're associating yourself with 1 to 10. Your circle of genius. Rate yourself on adventure from 1 to 10. How adventurous are you? Love. How content and fulfilled are you? And then lastly, I want you to rate yourself based on impact and legacy. Are you going out there and are you impacting other people through your actions? Is it your legacy that you're building? So where do we start right now? What do we do? We're going to be able to understand and recognize that there's room for growth. And then we're going to start to master every single one of them and have that true balance. When you start to balance your life, you start to have that impact on your life, because we are so quick to be inspired by other people. But we find it very difficult to be inspired by you, by ourselves. We're so quick to look at why other people have certain things, why they are wealthy. We don't look at our internal wealth and say, hold on, I'm wealthy in these areas of my life. I might not be, because here's the deal. 99% of the world's income is only generated by 1% of the world's population. So 99% of the world literally don't make the type of money that the 1% makes. Well, the 1% is wealthy, but are they wealthy in other forms? And then the 99% aren't wealthy, but they could be wealthy spiritually. Adventures. They're adventurous. Their family, their relationships. I want you to look at people. The only reason why I wear a suit is because of my suit line. I own a company. I wouldn't wear suits if it wasn't for that. But don't look at people who wear suits as smart. And don't look at people who wear suits as successful. We're living in a world where we perceive wealth as what car do you drive. But the person that's driving the Lambo doesn't own the car, the bank does. That home you're living in, most people don't own their homes, they're renting or the bank owns it. Most people, they are owned by a credit card. You can be wealthy if you get an overdraft of $1 million. You get an overdraft of $1 million, game over. You're wealthy. You categorize money as being wealthy. I'm not wealthy financially, my friends. I'm wealthy up here. And I'm balancing every single thing in my life. So you start looking at people like Jeff Bezos, he's wealthy. But he just settled for one of the biggest divorces in the world. He could work on that. Elon Musk just had a kid right now. He's wealthy in that area of life. So why are you wealthy? How do you determine and define your wealth? And are you wealthy? Or are you just chasing the wrong road? Because some of you are traveling 1,000 kilometers down the wrong direction. Wrong lane. I know where it gets you. So here's my question to you. What are you wealthy about? How are you going to make sure you are wealthy in every different aspect? And most importantly, how can you impact other people through your wealth and what I shared with you? Apply what you just heard Apply what you just learned. It'll transform your entire life. Don't just be so close-minded to one form of wealth. Okay, thank you guys. We appreciate you jumping on. We have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I want to go back to where I started off real quickly before I wrap this thing off. Wrong one. So, do me a favor, if you love what you heard, take a quick second and just share with a friend or family member or one person who you genuinely care about, or on Facebook, hit the little 3 dots on the bottom right of the comments, share that. Instagram, little diagonal arrow, share that. YouTube, share that with people who can be inspired. Comment if you're brand new, you're watching this for the very first time, meaning you're on my lives, you're officially a millionaire student. Comment below with you. L for live, R for replay. I want to personally thank you. Where are you from? I love knowing where everyone's from. We had over 5 continents today. We didn't have someone from South America. If you want to join my 14-day mentorship program, we're going to be mentoring you, coaching you, and helping you. And you can run with me for 14 days, and I teach you the skills. If you want to go to my Facebook private page, my Facebook verified page with a yellow profile picture, and send me a private message and just say mentor. DM me mentor on Facebook. And I'm going to give away $50 in cash right now. So this is what we're going to do. I want to do something a bit different. Who do you have there, Duan? Who's been engaging? Who's been going out and genuinely sharing, commenting, and going crazy?
Tonight is Terrence O. Kai.
Terrence, congratulations. We're sending you $50 US cash. My team will reach out to you, and then we'll PayPal you the info. We'll PayPal you $50 cash tonight. Other than that, guys, go join the 14-day mentorship program. Private message me, mentor, on my verified Facebook page. I want to thank you for your time. Share this. I'm going to keep it up for a few more hours. Stay impacted. If you haven't got my ebook yet, go to www.winwoodsession.com/ebook. Go buy that $7 book. I've got something major coming up. Major coming up. I want to thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Happy Thursday. I look forward to our last live tomorrow for the week. Stay blessed. You're officially a millionaire student. Let's go.